Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Tuesday the 31st of March. The government says cutting fuel excise tax isn't the right response to the global fuel shortage. Australia's cut its excise tax across the board for the next 3 months. Finance Minister Nicola Willis says that move will actually benefit high-income households the most. She says it will also encourage fuel use at a time when we should be trying to reduce it.
If you then moved into a stage where you didn't have enough fuel, you've given a price signal that increases use at a time when you may need to restrain it.
Nicola Willis says New Zealand's taking a more targeted approach, starting with a boost to in-work tax credits for some families. A push for more solutions to the fuel crisis as businesses feel the pressure. A survey of more than 230 small to medium businesses by software provider MYOB shows over 55% are very or extremely concerned by the conflict in the Middle East's impact on fuel pricing and supply. 37% are considering increasing their prices. MYOB spokesperson Anna Louise Hoffman says those surveyed have put forward a number of suggestions.
Temporarily dropping road user charges, particularly for diesel vehicles, reducing GST on fuel, considering public transport discounts. So those are all things that are certainly on the radar.
Meanwhile, assurance that diplomacy is the top priority for the US, with thousands more of its troops arriving in the Middle East. US President Donald Trump's threatening to blow up Iran energy infrastructure if a ceasefire deal isn't reached shortly. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the president won't rule out the use of US ground troops.
The Pentagon's job to provide maximum optionality to the president does not mean he's made a decision.
Meanwhile, Iran has approved a plan to impose tolls on ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. Fonterra has officially completed the sale of its consumer arm, Mainland Group, to French dairy giant Lactalis this morning. It means iconic Kiwi brands like Anchor and Mainland are no longer under New Zealand ownership. Fonterra shares and Fonterra Shareholders Fund units will be in a 3-day trading halt on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday next week. Shareholders and unit holders will be paid out $2 a share the following week, Tuesday, April 14. Health New Zealand is refusing responsibility for home support workers' transport arrangements. The Public Service Association and ETU unions are taking legal action, claiming the agencies are illegally requiring workers to use and pay for their own vehicles. 5 social media platforms are under investigation for potentially breaching Australia's world-first age limit law. Australia's Communications Minister Annika Wells says Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok and YouTube may have allowed under-16s access after the social media ban took effect in December. Some children have been able to create new accounts straight after their previous one was deactivated or have repeatedly attempted age verification until they pass. To sport, Warriors co-captain Mitch Barnett is back on the sidelines with a broken right thumb. That's 2 matches into his NRL League return. Braxton Sorensen-McGee's ambitions to play for the Black Ferns 7s and 15s have been factored into an extension with New Zealand Rugby until 2027. And All Black Josh Lord has signed until 2029. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.